Hey everyone, I have a very important and urgent prophetic word to share with you all. The reason why God wanted me to release this prophetic warning is very, very crucial and critical at this time. I encourage you to pay undivided attention to understand what I am trying to say. This is going to be very important. And take a moment to share this video and subscribe. I wanted to share with the powerful fulfillment of a prophecy, and then we will move on to the prophetic warning. Couple of years back, I told that God is going to bring reversal in the nation. And also God told me that I'm going to bring the people back to California, especially with those who left California. Tesla is coming back to California, and we see that there is a mass exodus that happened. But now the recent data shows people moving back to California. We are talking about 125,000 people moved in the last 365 days alone, which is the fastest population move back city, Sacramento, and many other cities, people are moving back. This is the fulfillment of the prophecy that I released when I was in California. And even like last week while I was in California, God re-emphasized the same. You are the stronghold. You are not called to abandon the land and leave the land. You are called to take the land and inherit the land, cleanse the land and sanctify the land, and you are the ambassadors in the land. This is the fulfillment of the prophecy. And God is so good. The prophetic warning I wanted to share is very, very important. FBI director admits he is concerned about the potential terrorists crossing the border today. The terrorists who are linked to ISIS, they supported human smuggling and they infiltrated into US. And this is the research and investigation going on as of today. 26 people killed, 3,000 Americans on 9/11, 26 people. Just 26 people infiltrated to America and they killed 3,000 people. And hundreds and thousands, we are talking about 7.2 million people entered in, but a portion of them, very small portion of them, but significant portion, more than 26 for sure, affiliated with ISIS. Just imagine why this prophetic message is very important. We need to pray. And God said, I'm going to dismantle the plans of the enemy if my church arise and pray. You are not called to sit back and watch the next destruction. Rather, you are called to raise up the banner of victory and pull down the strongholds through prayers and release the prophetic fire of God. This is really important to make things much worse. One of the reasons why the Roman Empire fell down or fallen is because of this one reason. Roman Empire, they hired the contractors to be part of their military. So these contractors, they learned the Roman equipments, skilled with the Roman weaponaries and everything. They mastered the skills of Roman soldier. And then finally, instead of fighting for Rome, they fought against Rome and killed the citizens of Rome. They turned against the people of Rome. You'll be surprised to hear that. Out of these 7.2 million immigrants who came to US in the last 4 years, Congress and some congressmen, they are proposing they have an open opportunity to join US military to earn their citizenship. Just imagine it's like gladiator. You fight and then you earn the citizenship of Rome. And same gladiators, they stood against Rome and they defeated Rome. And they caused the Rome to stumble because the people of Rome got killed. It's just an example. And today we see that the history is repeating where some congressmen, they are proposing. Why I said April, watch this till April, because these things will become law. It takes some time, probably April. But you need to pray for what history and also prophetically what we have learned from the past, the intelligence of God and the wisdom of God is given to the church to raise above, to speak, to prophesy, to warn, so that you know what to pray. Imagine if that bill is passed. Imagine out of 7.2 million people who entered in just for getting the citizenship, they can able to join the military and know every tactics and everything about U.S. armed forces, and they can go back and join our enemies. They can get the citizenship, they can go back and be doing a treasonous act. Why we are doing this is really a question mark. We need to pray for these things to be discerned, and we need to pray for this nation, because every loophole is wide open right in front of our eyes. The borders are opened, and military is now opened for anyone to join to get citizenship of America. Just imagine. This is really crucial. God chose 300 people or 300 warriors. He did not want like everybody in the military. He said just 300. Whose heart is for Israel, whose mind is for Israel, whose heartbeat is for Israel, not to earn Israeli citizenship. Send them out and keep those 300 to be the people who can able to stand for God. We need to pray for the Congress. We need to pray for these bills. We need to pray for America, because every possible way where the enemy can able to abuse and misuse, we are opening the door. It's really important. High time that we are coming in. We need to pray and intercede. So this is the first prophetic warning. We need to pray for the borders to be closed, and also we need to pray for these bills that are encouraging people to join the army to earn citizenship. That's going to have wrong consequences at the end. They can able to learn the skills and go back to our enemies and sell it, basically, if they are not passionate about the nation. It's really important. And the second thing, Israel was able to go and demolish 3/4 of the Hamas leaders and battalions, terrorist battalions. There are 3/4 are eradicated. Just only 1/4 is remaining. And that 1/4 is hiding in the Rafah. Rafah is the green area very close to Egypt. That's a Rafah crossing, and it is very close to Egypt. But America kept a checkpoint for Israel. If you want to eradicate this last quarter of the terrorist wings or terrorist battalion, you eradicated 3/4 and just 1/4 is remaining, and they are hiding in the midst of people in Rafah. And if you enter in to Rafah, we will stop the aid for Israel. This is the stand of America today. We need to pray for that. Imagine when we pursued ISIS. Imagine, okay, this one city, let's spare that city. Let the leaders live. Let the leader of ISIS, is that what we did? No, we pursued till the last tunnel to find the last man. Just imagine now a whole battalion can able to train the whole people in Rafah to become twice as much they were before in committing the terrorism against Israel. So what Israel is asking is, leave us alone. But what America is saying is, you cannot do. You cannot enter into Rafah. This is the time for us to pray to let Israel do what they need to do. And it is really important, as long as America stands and supports Israel, there will be a covenant and the grace of God, the protection of God. Do you know, like 4 years, many infiltrated to America. Do you know why nothing what enemy thinks prospers in America? Because God and his angels have frozen the wicked plans of the enemy. No more attacks or nothing major that the enemy can able to do in this nation, America, because of the standing that America has with Israel. But now we are in a very critical situation that our nation leaders, they are really saying that They're going to stop the aid for Israel to teach them a lesson. Just imagine if America is in that position, will America spare 1/4 of the battalion who are titled as Hamas terrorists? Just imagine. No, America will not leave that until Osama bin Laden was found, until the last man in ISIS was found, Abu, the big name that we know, but Baghdadi. So the point is this, it's really important to know that we need to pray for America to stand with Israel and find these terrorists in a very safe way. When I say safe way, not affecting the common population in Rafah and not affecting the people of Rafah, but just targeting only those who did this mass murder on October 7th. It's really important to stand with Israel, and God sees that. God watches over the nation who watches over Israel. God stands with those who pray for Israel, and it's really crucial. I encourage you to pray for our leaders to take a brilliant decision to stand with Israel and not stop Israel or push back Israel or put a checkpoint for Israel. It is really crucial and important for us to pray and intercede. So this is really an important prophetic warning as well. And we see that our nation's debt is really $33 trillion. But God told me a divine reversal is coming, debt cancellation is coming, and reversal is coming, and amazing breakthrough is coming. So this is like with that level of debt, we're talking about like $226,000 per person need to pay in America in order to get off of debt. But God is going to bring something powerful in this nation. There will be a reversal. There will be an amazing declining of this debt in the future. With God, all things are possible. But God wants us to pray, the church to arise, creativity, innovation, breakthrough, marvel, wonders to come upon the nation. It's really interesting. I want to wrap this up with this interesting thing. While everyone pushed back the fossil fuel, but in the last 4 years, fossil fuel companies like Exxon, Shell, Chevron, and all these 5 companies, British Petroleum and one other, they made $200 billion in profit alone, not everything, just profit alone. With Russia being in the war, stopping all the pipelines and all the environmental specialists, they fought against all this fossil fuel. But you see that the fossil fuel profit accelerated like never before. So when world is really saying one thing, what's happening is totally contrary and opposite. The same thing several years back with all the cryptocurrency and everything. But now Bitcoin stands number 8 in the most valuable asset. Gold still stands number 1 with 14 trillion market capital. But if you look at Bitcoin, it beat silver just a day back. Silver's market capital is 1.3 trillion and Bitcoin beat over silver yesterday. This is something to watch over, and this is something to ponder upon. It's going to cross $100,000 in value. And President Trump, many years, he was a little bit, he's outspoken against the Bitcoin itself because it is a threat to US dollar. But in his recent statement last week or so, he acknowledged, yes, Bitcoin is also one other form of currency, so similar to euro or other things. So he acknowledged that the same day when he acknowledged that, the same day it spiked to the all-time high. So the reason why I'm saying is many governments are buying secretly Bitcoin. Many corporations are buying Bitcoin secretly. They know it's going to cross million in the future. But again, anything can able to go up and down. But the point that I'm trying to bring here in this prophetic word is keep an eye, and it's really going to bring forth XRP and also Ethereum and many other things to spike up high as well, especially Solana. But anyway, long story short, it's really important to pray for the nation's protection. That's number 1. And it's important to pray for standing with Israel. That's number 2. These are the 2 important prophetic warning and prayer that we need to pray for. And also, it's really important to stand firm in God, and God is going to do mighty wonders and marvelous things. He loves you so much. Take a moment to share this video and subscribe, and be sure to hit the thumbs up if you are blessed. Come to the upcoming prophetic conferences in Kentucky and Columbus, Ohio. I look forward to see you. God will do mighty things and marvelous things in these conferences. Greater things are yet to come. And you can join my Patreon or YouTube membership. All the details in the description below. You can write to me or contact me. I look forward to hear from you. God bless you so much. Greater things are yet to come. He loves you. He's going to do extraordinary things in your life. God bless you all. You're blessed to be a blessing. Amen.